Hi everyone, my name is Abril Serrana. I'm a student from the English Teaching Training course, and today I'm going to steal a few minutes from your time to talk about a short story by Claire Keegan. The book by Claire Keegan is called Walk the Blue Fields, and it's a collection of short stories all set in rural Ireland. The story we're going to talk about is the first one of the book, and it's set in the endings of the 20th century. It's called The Parting Gift. But first, we need to learn some things about the context of the story that will come in handy later on. Up until the beginnings of the 17th century, there was only one island, and the predominant religion was Catholicism. Things took a twist when Henry VIII broke things up with Rome and set his own church. England began sending conquerors already converted into Protestants to settle down mostly in the northern reaches of Ireland. It took very little to the conquerors to prosper, since they were receiving help from England. This prosperity gave the Protestants an air of superiority, which only increased rivalry between Catholics and Protestants. So we can say Catholicism is a thing among native Irish as a symbol of national identity. Okay, now let's listen to the story. A girl decides to act upon a lifetime of abuse and make a fresh start, so she buys plane tickets to fly to the United States of America. This decision may have to do with the fact that she seems to feel trapped in her own house. Her sister was sent away to a boarding school, and her brother was allowed to work in the family farm. As the story goes by, we learn that her childhood was corrupted by physical and psychological abuses from her father. At the departure, the girl faces different realities. Her father tortures her up to the very last minute of the parting. Her mother wants to make amends to her now that she leaves, and her brother, the most important figure for her, takes her to the airport and gives her money as an act of generosity that could mean more than it seems. As the girl enters the airport and faces the bright lights of the unknown, she starts crying and locks herself in a bathroom, leaving us wondering what her tears meant. Throughout the story, we learn that the girl was raised in a Catholic family, and as you may already know, guilt is tightly tied to Catholicism. And the guilt that comes from leaving her brother and even her mother behind may be one of the reasons why the girl has second thoughts. One of the distinctive characteristics of the story is that it's narrated in the second person. Let me read you an extract so you understand the better the impact of it. Your turn at boarding school never came. By then, your father saw no point in educating girls. You'd go off, and another man would have the benefit of your education. If you were sent to the day school, you could help in the house, the yard. See? The choice of a second-person narrator and the fact that we never learn the name of the girl may be due to different reasons. Maybe the girl is talking to herself, or she may not be able to put into words what's going on, so she sees everything from an outsider's perspective. Or even the story wants to give voice to many women going through the same situation. This story, even though published in a postmodern era, has many of the characteristics of the modern literature, because it places emphasis on the inner mind and the inner time, that is to say, the mind and time of the girl. It focuses on perception rather than in truth, perception as regards how the girl sees the world, and there is a prevailing chaos because order appears but only for an instant. In this case, order is when the girl seems to be determined to go to the United States, and there is a disillusionment or a disappointment that leads to self-reflection when the girl has second thoughts. And it has a plot of revelation. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I did.